pass on the racist Zionist decision to annex the Golan as its people challenge the occupation by their attachment to their land. Large numbers of foreign terrorists, especially British and Germans, are in Manbij city in northern Syria. Syrian Arab army units and popular defense groups control Al-Mallah farms and the south and western Hamdarat after eliminating large numbers of terrorists. Syrian participant Hazem Shareef is crowned in the Arab Idol. Good afternoon. 33 years have passed on the Zionist racial decision that dated back to December 14, 1981, on the annexation of the Syrian Golan, where this anniversary has become a challenge to the occupation, where the sons of the Syrian Golan confirm their attachment to each grain of soil of their land. This anniversary comes to reveal the Zionist entity's leading role of terrorism on Syria and the region, through the adoption and sponsorship of Takfiri terrorists, ignoring the decisions of the international community, particularly the Security Council Resolution number 497, which considered imposing Israel to its laws on the occupied Golan, is null and void. The Israeli ambitions in Golan dates back to the establishment of the Zionist entity, as it was paving the way for it through its terrorism in Palestine, where the World Zionist Organization submitted a memorandum to the Supreme Council of Peace Conference in Paris in 1919, calling for the consideration of the Golan Heights as the water reservoir of the entity. Such a matter reveals that the Israeli gang leaders wanted not only from the Palestinian people, but also from Syria and the entire Arab region. The Zionist arbitrary policy of occupation, such as the destruction of homes and the displacement of people in June 1967 war, formed the Israeli approach to displace the residents of the Golan Heights by force, as what happened in Quneitra city. The people in the Golan stand today with their homeland and their state against terrorism and its sponsors in Israel, the Gulf, Turkey and the West, stressing that the determination of the Syrians will prevail on the Takfiris and their supporters. In Aleppo's countryside, Syrian Arab army units have pursued terrorists in the vicinity of Deir ez-Zor airport, killing tens of them and wounding many others. Moreover, army units have thwarted an infiltration attempt by a terrorist group, and units have killed scores of the armed terrorist groups and destroyed their dens and hideouts in eastern Ghoutas farms and villages in the Qalamun mountains. Other army units have continued their operations in Jober area east of Maysalun roundabout, destroying the dens used by the terrorists and killing many of them. In the countryside, Syrian Arab army units killed tens of terrorists, among them leaders of terrorist organizations, most of whom are non-Syrians, after targeting their dens in the vicinity of El Junaydiyah area in Jisr al-Shughur. In Hasaka, the Army's engineering units have dismantled a car bomb with huge amounts of explosives next to the Teachers Union building. Police sources said that a stolen Hyundai was parked in front of the Teachers Union building, loaded with about 300 kilos of TNT and C4, equipped in Iraq, and during a number of military operations, army units eliminated 70 terrorists. after targeting their hideouts in Salah-Eddin and Nainawa areas. Local sources added that the 5th Brigade cleansed a Jumhuriya area, killing 38 terrorists and dismantling 7 booby-trapped houses, whereas a unit from Baghdad Operations Command raided areas in the capital's northwest, arresting a number of terrorists specialized in training suicidal terrorists, planting explosive devices, and assassinations. Welcome back. The Sunday Times revealed in a report that large numbers of foreign terrorists, especially British and Germans, are fighting alongside the terrorists in Manbij city to the north of Syria. The newspaper reported a citizen that called Ahmed Rashidi as saying Manbij city is full of foreign terrorists, especially British, pointing out that he had met tens of those terrorists in the town. The paper clarified that Rashidi, who went to Syria looking for his twin that fled from Manchester City to Manbij town, said that he could hear both languages, English and German, all the time, where you can feel like you are in London or small Berlin. The UN's envoy to Syria, Staffan de Mistura, has discussed in Brussels with the EU's foreign ministers the situation in Syria and the support needed to implement his plan of freezing fighting in Aleppo. In a press conference held in London, de Mistura detailed his plan to freeze fighting in some areas, starting from Aleppo, pointing out that his plan was to halt all military operations in Aleppo. De Mistura concluded by saying that all international sides were convinced that what is going on in Syria would lead to nowhere, resulting in more suffering for the Syrian people. Indian police have detained a man from Bangalore province on charges of collaborating with ISIS and promoting its activities via social websites. Police commissioner in Bangalore said that the 24-year-old young man is an engineer who has been under interrogation by the Indian police on charges of backing ISIS and posting thousands of emails to pursue young men to join ISIS. According to a Turkish newspaper, a Turkish imam has joined ISIS, adding that Tahsin Beykara had left his village 5 months ago to join ISIS in Syria. The Turkish Deputy Prime Minister has confirmed that the news, adding that what has been said by the villagers was true. The Syrian singer Hazem Shareef